Hey everybody, how are we doing? Danny Harris here, and a quick message to you today that dawned on me actually yesterday whilst I was going to see a client. And if you listen to this video, it might change your way and improve your golf club's marketing quite significantly once you understand. You see, yesterday I had to go and see a client or potential client actually, who is over somewhere near Oxfordshire, over that kind of direction. And for me, one of the problems with where I love where I live, by the way, but one of the downsides is to get anywhere, we have to go to the M25 and around the M25. Basically, I live in the very far southeast corner of the country. Those of you that don't know, the M25 is a ring road motorway that goes around the outskirts of London, and it's always blocked, congestion, God knows what else is going on, and it's just a pretty terrible place to spend any of your life, basically. So yesterday I had to go round the M25, almost 50% of the way around because of the nature of where I was going, and it's not my favourite journey ever. And strangely enough, yesterday, both ways, for the first time I think ever, I did kind of 90 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, just in case, 70 miles an hour, both ways without stopping until I got right to the end, but that's another story. Anyway, so the point being, the problem with the M25, as I see it, not being a road expert, but what happens is loads of people all travel at the same kind of time of day. As it happens, the M25 is always busy, but bear with me. In the rush hour, there's a lot of people trying to get somewhere all at the same time, and the size of the road just isn't suitable for the volume of people that are trying to travel down the road, if that makes sense. Yeah, fairly simple kind of thing to understand. And this is so much like much of the marketing that people put out, and it's especially relevant for the next couple of weeks, and I'll explain to you. You see, when at certain times of year, everyone thinks now is the time to start marketing for golf clubs. Often happens in the build up to the Masters, obviously, because summer's coming and so on. But imagine this, imagine if you had to get to a place, i.e. a potential member, customer, whatever you want to call them in your golf industry. But previously to having to take that journey, you've built yourself almost your own private road that will get you there. And that private road has no congestion on it, no one's in the way, and no one's going to stop you from getting to your target customer or your destination, we'll call it. And so this is with marketing. You see, this week coming up, I think it's next Friday, is Black Friday. That American kind of tradition where the whole world and his wife try and sell you something at a massively discounted rate. And already we're starting to see things coming out in the golf industry in the UK with people doing Black Friday offers. Now, the problem with a Black Friday offer is everyone's doing the same thing. Now, nobody's really getting any great traction out of these things because people just aren't that interested. And it's almost a case that because so many of you are trying to achieve the same thing all the time, it's all getting a bit lost and there's congestion and nobody's actually getting through to where they want to be because all people are seeing everywhere is Black Friday offers and they're just like, well, yeah, I've seen 50 of them this week anyway, and it doesn't really, so you don't stand out, if that makes sense. And one of the key things you have to change in your marketing if you're going to be successful is if you behave the same as everybody else, you're going to get the same results as everybody else. Fairly common sense, right? But we've already established in past videos and so on that 80+% of golf clubs in the UK are failing. So if you copy what all the other people do, you're going to fail as well. And that way, you're all trying to go down the M25 in rush hour at the same time. And none of you are going to get to where you're going to. And you're also going to get there remarkably slowly if you get there in the end. You know, I mean, there have been times when I've almost given up on life on the M25, I have to be honest. But, yeah, that's a slightly different story. But even if you're using paid advertising, say on Facebook as an example, one of the things that the ways Facebook determine prices is it's all to do with an auction. So the more people that are trying to put out a message at any given time, the more expensive it's going to become. Therefore, it becomes cluttered on your metaphorical motorway, and the price of your advertising also goes up. Same with Christmas. You know, people start to put out Christmas offers, and I get that, you know, to some extent you need to sort of send out a happy Christmas message and stuff like that. But sending out offers the same time as other people is never going to get you anywhere. And if you start to send out offers, say, as we've discussed before, A lot of you, your new year starts, your new financial year starts in the 1st of April. A lot of you will start to market to get people in March. Well, that's just that you've not built any kind of relationship. So you're literally trying to smash it down the M25 as fast as you can and not expect to hit any traffic because you think you're the only person on that road. But if about now you start to build your own new route to that person by already starting a relationship with that person, or a business relationship, obviously, with your potential person, getting them to know, like, and trust you, and they'll start to respond to you and start to get into your kind of culture within your club, and start to have a much more direct route to get to that person when you're eventually trying to make them an offer or sell them something. I hope that makes sense. I was supposed to record this video on the M25 yesterday whilst I was driving, and all I was waiting for was a moment when the traffic was bad, but it just didn't happen yesterday. So there we go, you had it in the office again. Anyway, that's it for now. Any questions, any comments, obviously feel free to put them on the bottom of this post. Anyone that wants to share this post with anyone that thinks it might be relevant for, feel free to do that too. And I'll see you very soon on another video. Bye-bye for now.